Most people have no idea that Atlanta was not Georgia's original capital. Before Atlanta, before the gold rush, before Sherman burned his way across the state, there was Milledgeville, Georgia. For over 60 years, this small town in Baldwin County was the most powerful place in the entire state. Milledgeville became Georgia's capital in 1804, replacing Louisville as the seat of government. The Georgia legislature specifically chose the location near the geographic center of the state and laid out the city on a formal grid plan with public squares, wide boulevards, and a governor's mansion that still stands today. This was a planned capital, purpose-built to govern a young and rapidly expanding state. It was inside the old state capitol building in Milledgeville in January 1861 that Georgia's secession convention voted to leave the Union. That single vote helped launch the Civil War and set in motion the chain of events that would eventually destroy Milledgeville's status forever. When General William Tecumseh Sherman marched to the sea in November 1864, he did not bypass the capital. His troops occupied Milledgeville, and Union soldiers reportedly held a mock session in the legislative chamber, voting to repeal Georgia's ordinance of secession as a joke. Sherman's men burned military supplies and government property, though much of the town itself survived compared to the devastation inflicted on other Georgia cities. The real blow came after the war. During Reconstruction, the state legislature voted in 1868 to move the capital to Atlanta, a city rebuilt around railroads and commerce. Milledgeville went from being the center of political power in Georgia to being a small college town almost overnight. Today, Milledgeville has a population of roughly 19,000 people. The old governor's mansion is a museum. The old state capitol building sits on the campus of Georgia Military College. The town is quiet, historic, and largely forgotten by the millions of Georgians who drive past it without a second thought. For 64 years, every major decision about the state of Georgia was made in Milledgeville. Secession, Indian removal, the expansion of slavery, the architecture of a young state's identity, all of it happened here. And then it was over. Milledgeville, Georgia, the capital that history left behind.